एक मंजिल पाकिस्तान जिंदाबाद.
One nation, one destiny. Pakistan Zindabad.
ਅਸੀਂ ਇੱਕ ਕੌਮ ਤੇ ਇੱਕ ਮੰਜ਼ਿਲ ਹਾਂ. ਪਾਕਿਸਤਾਨ ਜ਼ਿੰਦਾਬਾਦ.
धड़कन धड़कन सबसे ये दिल एक है कौम और एक मंजिल.
Good evening, everyone. Leaving our homeland is always an exciting and challenging part, but after some time we feel homesick. घर याद आता है, घर की चीजें याद आती हैं, धरती याद आती है, तो अपने ड्राइंग रूम का कोई कोना जो है ये कॉर्नर इस तरह सजा देते हैं. Definitely, without any doubt, we are proud Australian Pakistani. But to take away the pain of Pakistani community, we have launched the PA, Pakistan Australia Association, so that Pakistani community living in Australia could be stronger than ever, and to make our home country proud. From 2013 till 2020 as a General Secretary of Pakistan Australia Association, but now after election I am elected as a Patron-in-Chief. I have worked with a small but energetic team. We have done a lot for the community through PAA, like organizing fundraising for bushfire for Australia, for Palestine, and for Pakistan as well. Our team helped people for securing jobs to take them out of the financial crisis, to eradicate Islamic phobia. We have arranged a Imam Hussain Peace Conference and Siratul Nabi Peace Conference, in which a different speaker spoke for Islam and proved Islam is a peaceful religion.
Pakistan Australia Association came into being in 2003, and since then we are serving our community. The purpose of this organization was to bring the community on one platform and do the welfare work and help those who needed help within the community, direct them to the services, and through this our organization we can help disadvantaged people back home so that they can have access to education, they can have access to the basic facilities. So I think we were very successful. Particularly one example I will give you, that in 2005 there was a huge earthquake in Pakistan, and that earthquake actually shattered the whole city near Kashmir and Abbottabad. The community was hurt, and they came along together, and they had collected the donations and basic necessities like clothes and tents and a lot of shoes. I can tell you that my house was actually full of. The people used to drop in my front yard boxes of clothes, boxes of shoes. Then we have to put those into a container to ship to Pakistan. We also formed a partnership with the World Vision at that time, and the deal was with the World Vision that they will not charge us 60% as the administration cost, and they will charge only a 10 to 15% administration cost, and rest of the funds which will come through our connections and our communities will go to the needy on the ground. And then this was very successful, and World Vision informed us one stage that they have collected about $21 million through our connections and through, of course, their connections as well. So then I on my own expense, I went to Pakistan to see that whether they are spending those funds to the people of Pakistan. And I've sold a couple of projects in Abbottabad, and people were not enjoying, but at least they were safe from the cold weather. They were safe. Their food, hot food, was on their tables, which was quite satisfactory to myself. And then I reported back to my association, my community, and it was quite satisfactory.
जज्बा दास्तान हिम्मत है जवान के जीतेगा कौन यहाँ जोश कितना है जोर कितना है कौन छाए यहाँ होश उड़ाने को चांद लड़ाने को सारे आए यहाँ
Women empowerment is the greatest aspect of society. Without women, no society can survive. Domestic violence cases were on peak and have always been. But with the help of association, we solved many cases along with our professional team member. I want to acknowledge Mr. Ejaz Khan, Ejaz Bhai, for giving free legal advices. And last but not least, Dr. Nigat Naseem, who as a psychiatrist did their free treatment, and we tried to do a lot to stop domestic violence. Women empowerment के लिए आपको अपनी सोच को बदलना होगा, अपनी ख़वातीन को मजबूत करना होगा, उनको पुरएतमाद बनाना होगा. ये आपकी जिम्मेदारी है और पाकिस्तान ऑस्ट्रेलिया एसोसिएशन इस कार्य खैर में आपका भरपूर साथ देगी इंशाल्लाह.
Approximately 30,000 Pakistani Australians are settled in New South Wales and about 100,000 plus all over Australia. So mainly our community is very educated and they are skilled migrants as well and they are very well settled. You can see that doctors came here in 67. We have many doctors who came in 70s and still practicing in Australia. So, in IT people, we have engineers in our community, and they are very educated and very peaceful, law-abiding citizens. We have formed this association to have a platform for the community and the High Commissioner office, so that there should be no gap between the community and the High Commissioner, so their services can reach the community. So if I say that our community is very progressive, they are making a good name in businesses, they are making a good names in a lot of other fields. It will not be. Pakistani diaspora was hurt when lockdown in Kashmir came into place a few years ago, and we have organized peaceful protests, and we have made submissions to the parliamentarians in order to educate them, in order to get their moral support for the Kashmiris and for the victim of lockdown till today. And unfortunately, I must say that until today, Australia has not played its role in order to resolve the issues, or at least in order to remove the lockdown in Kashmir, which we were expecting from the Australian government. During the COVID, we thought that the people have lost their jobs and they have to have a food on their tables. And the family was supported by the Centrelink, but international students, they have no support whatsoever from anywhere. And we have tried our best, and I'm happy to report to the community that our drive was very successful, and we have organized many groups from our community to participate, to pay the funds, to collect the funds, and most of them, they have brought lots of food packages so that we can distribute from various ends of the town to various students. And it was uncooked food and cooked food which we have delivered to the door of those who were needed during that period. His association conducted his first ever elections in Australia, and during this election we we have achieved many milestones. The first milestone was that to provide a free legal advice to our community. We are in the process of setting up our group of lawyers from Pakistani background.
As a business, I should say, as a business migrant person, I would like to encourage our youth from this platform, Pakistan Australia Association, to participate in the businesses era. There are a lot of opportunities in Australia to grab it, and I think Australia is the place of opportunity. Pakistan Australia Association के प्लेटफॉर्म में I'm available any day, any time. Is there any guidelines, any youth required? I'll be more than happy to provide. मैं पाकिस्तान ऑस्ट्रेलिया एसोसिएशन का के प्लेटफॉर्म से अपनी सारी यूथ को ये पैगाम देना चाहता हूँ कि ऑस्ट्रेलिया में रहते हुए हमें इनके पॉलिटिकल सिस्टम में पार्टिसिपेट करना चाहिए। तो पाकिस्तान ऑस्ट्रेलिया एसोसिएशन के प्लेटफॉर्म से बहुत सारे एक्सपर्ट लोगों के आइडियाज, एक्सपर्ट लोगों की गाइडलाइंस आपको मिल सकती है। सो प्लीज पार्टिसिपेट इन द पॉलिटिकल सिस्टम ऑफ ऑस्ट्रेलिया। थैंक यू यूथ। So we all are here on the platform of Pakistan Australia Association for your growth and a betterment in any way. Pakistan Zindabad. Pakistani community Zindabad.
For the champions, stand up, stand up, stand up. For the champions.
किसी भी माशरे की तरक्की सिर्फ ड्राइंग रूम में बैठकर बातें करने से नहीं होती है। पाकिस्तान ऑस्ट्रेलिया एसोसिएशन एक ऐसी तंजीम है जो पाकिस्तानी कम्युनिटी की सपोर्ट और फलाह के लिए आपके साथ मौजूद है। अब आपने पाकिस्तान ऑस्ट्रेलिया एसोसिएशन का साथ देना है और पाकिस्तानी कम्युनिटी को आगे और आगे तरक्की की राहों पर चलाने के लिए मिलकर हमारे साथ काम कर रहा है, क्योंकि अब हमारे पास एक बहुत बड़ी और बहुत ऑर्गेनाइज्ड टीम मौजूद है। पाकिस्तान जिंदाबाद।